Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be going over the newest addition to my collection. It's a Remington 700 SPS Varmint. It's in 308. It actually has the 26-inch barrel on this model, and you'll notice that I've already done a few things to it. I've added a scope, I've added a rail, and the rings for it, but I'll go over that in another video. This video is just going to be solely about this particular rifle as it comes stock. The reason that I chose the 26-inch barrel is because, as you probably already know, the longer the barrel length is, the more velocity the bullet can get after it gets fired. Some people have 20-inch barrels, some people have 22, some people even I've seen have 18 for tactical work, quote-unquote, but I wanted a very precise rifle that can go out a bit farther distance, so I chose the 26-inch. It is also a heavy barrel, as you can probably see, and that again is so I can have less recoil, quicker follow-up shots, and also just so I can shoot a few more rounds without the barrel getting too hot and warping or anything. So the SPS, just to be clear, the SPS, its main difference from a lot of the other variants that Remington makes is the stock, much like many of their 700s. The barrel, the receiver, it's going to be the same as pretty much 99% of the 700s you can buy that are 26 inches and, chambered in 308. The difference, again, is going to be in this stock, and the only reason you should ever really buy an SPS, in my opinion and the opinion of many others, is if you're going to be switching out the stock pretty much immediately. The stock is definitely not meant for precision shooting. It's meant more for just being able to hold the gun comfortably. Obviously, the gun's going to be precise enough for most of your jobs, but if you're looking to do serious precision shooting, you're going to need to change the stock out. So I'll explain why in a little bit, but the stock actually comes with two hookups for a bipod, and it comes with a hookup in the back for a monopod as well. It has a pretty nice cheek weld on it. This is obviously meant for right-handed shooters. You can see the cheek weld is only on one side. It has this very interesting rubberized grip on it, almost like a Hogue wrap that you would put around your pistol's grip. And it also has a grip on there, and it is a beaver tail stock. But this is in fact a basic 700, as you can see. When you get it, it comes pre-drilled with the holes for your scope rail over there and over there, but there is no scope rail on it. It doesn't come with rings, and it doesn't obviously come with a scope either. Also, a nice thing about this rifle is that the trigger is adjustable, but not sure if you can see, there's no play whatsoever in the trigger, and it is a very crisp trigger pull. They try to say that it's almost like breaking glass when you pull the trigger, because it's a very crisp, clean shot, and it's actually a pretty damn nice trigger. I mean, you can obviously get a much better trigger, I guess, for about $100 online, but for the price and for the 500 whatever dollars this rifle is, I think that's a phenomenal trigger on it. Phenomenal action, phenomenal barrel. But so actually, let me show you the stock and why it isn't that great. You can also notice that it has a that style magazine for quick emptying of the magazine. But I'll show you right now what makes this stock not too great for precision shooting. This is also a good video on how to remove the stock, but I think I'll just put up another video just to make it a bit easier for people. Sorry about knocking the camera. Okay. This is the floor metal. Very simple, very basic, for lack of a better term, very cheap. This is also something that I'm going to be switching out once I get it down the line. But if I remove the action on the barrel, this is the stock. First and foremost, it's pretty damn light, but you can hear that it's not too solid. You can even see the seam lines on here where they injected it. But this right here is the reason why it's not too great of a stock. for you to be using if you're doing precision shooting. You can see that it's literally just injection molded. You can see the spots over there, and it has lots of hollow areas in here. You can also see that, for example, where it touches the rear tang of the receiver, it's definitely not even flush in any sort of way. It's very gritty. There are a lot of little pieces in there, and the same goes for here as well. Not sure if you can see. It's definitely not meant to be a very replicatable attachment point. So these holes right here are going to cause lots and lots of flex, which you probably can't even tell right now when I'm squeezing it, but I can feel it giving a little bit. But when you're trying to make it, shoot a few hundred yards down the line and you're trying to get it in an inch or something because you want to do very, very precise shooting, that millimeter of give right there is going to make it go off, who knows, half an inch, maybe even a couple of inches by the time it gets to the target you're trying to shoot. So that right there is the reason why the second you get this rifle, if you choose this model, you should swap this out. If you don't want to have to swap your stock out, you should pay $100, $200 more and get the model that has the police stock on there, which is a couple of $100 normally if you want to purchase it separately. But that's this video, and I'll make a couple of other videos showing the modifications to this. I'll make another set of videos about the scope and everything, and I'll see you guys next time.